So your teacher has specified how you are supposed to format your particular document. So let's take a look at how we do that. So one thing the teacher often says is font type. So this is a sample text, so I'm going to highlight the text, and then if I look up here at the font group, and I have this arrow and I have a drop down menu, and these are font types. A common one that you'll use at the university is Times New Roman. Okay, so if you'll notice that when I chose Times New Roman, then the font changed to that type. Okay. Also in the font group, you'll see font size. It's common for teachers to want you to use font size 11, font size 12. Okay. All right. So let's talk about line spacing. Often your teacher will say double space. All right, and that has to do with the amount of space between the lines. So if you go to the paragraph group, and you'll see this menu option here, line and paragraph spacing. If you click on that, you'll see that in this case the spacing is 1, and if we scroll down, we'll see how the spacing changes. And often at university classes, the teachers will ask you to double space, and they do that for a couple reasons. One of them is to allow you to make notes between the lines. Okay. All right, so that's font type, font size, double spacing. Now let's come up here to the page layout tab, and let's look at margins. Okay, so for my paper, I have for this sample a wide margin. Normal margin is very common. Normal margin is 1 inch on the left, 1 inch on the right. Okay, so now we've talked about the margin, how to set the margin, and now let's talk about naming conventions. So your teacher gets a lot of different files sent to her or him, so how you name it helps your teacher keep it organized. So they often specify naming conventions. So we'll say File, Save As, and in my case what I often do is have the students use their last name. So I'm going to use my last name, and then something after that that lets me know what assignment this is. So let's say this is Stennett, and this is the outline, let's say, or pronunciation. Now we'll say pronunciation practice. Okay, so your teacher will specify how they want you to name it, and it's usually with your name first and then something that lets the teacher know what the assignment is. So then you save that document, and then your document's ready to go.